The elevator doors split open with a ding that echoed through the quiet morning office. A young woman, nervously clutching a folder to her chest, stepped out and inhaled deeply. It was her first day at her new job, her chance to finally prove herself after years of struggle and rejection. Her name was Maya, and she had dreamed of working at Ardent Group, one of the most prestigious companies in the city. But she had no idea that her very first morning was about to change her entire life. As she hurried through the gleaming glass hallway, Maya's heel snapped. She stumbled forward, dropping her folder, papers scattering everywhere. A man nearby immediately bent down to help her. He was tall, dressed simply in a white shirt and black trousers, no tie, no badge. Someone she assumed was just another new employee. His sleeves were rolled up, and his smile carried a warmth that instantly calmed her embarrassment. "First day?" he asked, handing her the papers. She laughed nervously. "Is it that obvious?" He chuckled softly. "Don't worry, everyone survives their first day here, mostly." His tone made her laugh, and for a moment, she forgot her nerves. "Thanks," she said. "I'm Maya, the new assistant in the marketing department." He extended his hand. "Nice to meet you, Maya. I'm Alexa Broken Bar, the new intern." They shared a friendly smile, and from that moment, something effortless began between them. Throughout the day, Maya and intern Alex bumped into each other several times. He helped her find the printing room, guided her through the confusing floor layout, and even grabbed her coffee when she looked overwhelmed. His easy humor and kindness made her first day brighter than she expected. She found herself talking to him about her goals, her dreams, and even her fear of failure. "I just want to make my mom proud," she admitted, sipping her coffee. "She worked so hard to send me to college. I can't mess this up." He looked at her quietly for a moment, a flicker of admiration in his eyes. "You won't. You've got that spark people spend years trying to find. Don't lose it." Something about the sincerity in his tone made her heart skip. She smiled softly, unaware of how much that moment meant to both of them. What Maya didn't know was that intern Alex wasn't an intern at all. He was Alexander Reed, the CEO of Ardent Group, the man whose vision had built the empire she was now working for. But lately, he had grown distant from his company, tired of corporate formalities and flattery. So, without telling anyone except his board, he decided to spend a day disguised as an intern to observe how his employees truly work and to remember what it felt like to start from the bottom again. But he didn't expect to meet Maya. The next morning, Maya walked confidently into the office. She had stayed up late preparing ideas for the marketing pitch, excited to share them with her new team. She even stopped by the coffee shop and ordered 2 cups of one for her, and one for Alex. She wanted to thank him for being so kind yesterday morning, everyone, she said cheerfully as she entered the conference room. But as her eyes landed on the head of the table, her smile froze. There, sitting in a tailored navy suit, commanding the room with quiet authority, was Alex. Only now, he wasn't wearing a casual shirt. He wasn't carrying coffee cups or papers. He was surrounded by senior executive ESA, and the plaque in front of him read, "Alexander Reed, CEO." Her heart dropped. He caught her eye and smiled at the same warm, teasing smile from yesterday. Maya's face turned crimson. The entire day replayed in her head, and the jokes, the chatter, the way she called him Rocky, and even how she had lectured him on how to survive corporate life. She wanted the ground to swallow her whole. After the meeting, while everyone left, she stayed behind, frozen in embarrassment. "Miss Carter," his voice came from behind her, calm and kind. She turned slowly. "Sir, yeah, I'm so sorry. I didn't know." He raised a hand, stopping her. "Relax, I never said I wasn't an intern." "But Tia," she stammered, cheeks burning. He chuckled softly. "You treated me like a real person, Maya, not like a CEO or some title on a door. You were honest, genuine, and hardworking." "That's rare." Her heart softened at his tone, but she was still mortified. "Still, I should have known. I made such a fool of myself." He stepped closer, his voice low. "Actually, you reminded me why I started this company in the first place, to build something that helps people like you grow. You didn't make a fool of yourself. You reminded me what passion looks like." In the weeks that followed, Maya worked harder than ever, but something between them quietly shifted. Alex admired her creativity and determination. She admired his humility and hidden kindness. Their conversations grew deeper, filled with laughter, small glances, and unspoken connection. Yet they both knew the lines between boss and employee, mentor and learner. Still, Alex couldn't help himself. One evening, as the office lights dimmed and everyone else had left, he found her still working on a campaign proposal. "You should go home," he said, leaning on the doorway. She looked up, smiling faintly. "Only if you do, Mr. Reed." He walked in, standing beside her desk. "You know, when I pretended to be an intern, I wanted to learn what the company had become, but I ended up learning something more important." She tilted her head. "What's that?" "That sometimes, the best ideas come from the people who still believe in dreams." She smiled softly, her eyes glistening. "And sometimes, the best leaders are the ones who never forget how to be human." The silence that followed was tender and filled with understanding. Months later, Maya's project, an emotional marketing campaign about second chances, became a viral success. The board praised her vision, and Alex personally recommended her for promotion. But more than that, he admired her for what she brought into his life: authenticity, courage, and warmth. At the next company gala, as they stood beneath the golden lights, she laughed and said, "Still think pretending to be an intern was a good idea?" He smiled, eyes soft. "Best decision I ever made." And as the music swelled around them, it wasn't just a story about mistaken identity. It was about two people who, in the chaos of work and life, helped each other rediscover something precious.